We're driving 1,000 miles through the Arctic Circle in vehicles we bought off Facebook Marketplace for less than $1,000.
And we'll be facing treacherous highways, dangerously cold temperatures, and some unintended consequences.
Oh no. That's an avalanche zone. Did you see that?
It's negative 18 right now outside.
I lost feeling in my toes.
Holy.
First, a little background. Zach and I have done a lot of road tripping together all across America, but nothing like this.
Alaska is big, cold, and remote. Most people wouldn't attempt this journey in a fully built truck. But us, we bought the cheapest 4x4s we could find on Facebook Marketplace.
All right, we didn't have a whole lot of money to spend on Facebook Marketplace, so what did you spend your moolahs on?
All right, so I spent $850 on an American-made, V6 powered, all-wheel drive Dodge Caravan.
This is all-wheel drive?
Bean Boys, back to the beat.
You know, you got limited options for less than $1,000. This is all-wheel drive. I didn't believe it until I saw the badge on the back. It's big, it's spacious, it's warm, but overall it's a big purple jelly bean. Honestly, for 850 bucks, this thing is super clean.
Yes, that'll do.
I think I spent a little bit more than you, but there is a reason, and you'll see the reason.
So I kind of got a glimpse of a little something on the front of this thing.
A 1990 Nissan D21 hardbody.
You don't chew Big Red, you.
Okay.
So this was $850.
How much horsepower did these come with?
This one came with about 130 stock.
And this weighs how much?
Mr. Plow, that's my name. Hello, I'm Mr. Plow.
It may have been the only plow truck I could find for my budget.
Hey. Stop doing that.
I see you have both rust and moss growing on each other.
Well, it's returning to nature.
Before we start our journey, we're gonna make a couple modifications to make sure they can survive the treacherous road we have ahead.
Saddle up, partner.
We're here at Total Truck in Anchorage, Alaska, thanks to our buddy Craig.
Craig's not much of a talker. But anyways, we're here to do some modifications to our vehicles to make them a little bit more capable.
All right, so you're probably wondering, what the heck am I gonna do to make this big purple van more capable? Whoa. Well, the only thing I really can do is lift it and get bigger tires, and they don't make a lift kit for this thing, so I got bigger tires. Not those. These. Guess what? It's really hard to find stuff in Alaska. It's not part of the lower 48, so shipping and availability is all over the place. So I had to rely solely off Facebook Marketplace for everything I'm doing to this vehicle. So these are the only ones I could get, and guess what? They're not the right offset. That's as far as this wheel will go on. And as you can see, it's not fully mated to the surface. It's also touching the strut. That means I need the wheel to come out further. So that's why I brought these. 2-inch spacers. Ignore the raining rust, please. So far, one stage is done. Let's put it back down, put some weight on this wheel, and see what it looks like.
I ordered 35-inch tires for this thing, which is a very large tire for these little hard bodies.
35s should be good, and then we can go through just about anything. Oh, boy, that's a lot of, ooh, yikes. You see all that? All that muck? Well, hopefully none of that breaks, because I don't want to ever touch that. That doesn't sound good. So. Okay, so we do have an issue with this hitting the mud flap here, so. Ah! What do you think about that? I cut right here, we still got the bed mount right in there? All right, that thing looks awesome. And I did notice that the air intake, the air filter here, looked a little funky, and then I just sort of put my hand on it and realized this is not secured to anything, and also not for this car. So Craig happened to have a snorkel pre-filter laying around. It happens to fit right over our air intake here, and that's better than what we had. The hood kind of closes right on top of it and like keeps it in place. So this is better than nothing. This is basically better than what we had. It's a win-win-win. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win.
So right now, I'm pulling the back wheel off before I put weight on this entirely, just so I can see what the situation in the rear is. Oh, I'm hitting the body. That's why it's not lining up. We just gotta make it fit the fender, which is the easy part. Oh no. You cut that?
Yes, that's all cut.
You didn't just break that off?
I literally just spent, no, stop doing that. Damn, that is close to those leaf springs, huh?
Nah, you're clear.
Perfect. Just leave it right there.
Done. Heck yeah.
Experience luxury. Experience beauty. Experience the Mother's Car Spa and Bathhouse, the therapeutic getaway for your hard-working whip. Certified automotive therapists will give your vehicle the full VIV experience. Pick from a range of therapeutic treatments such as the California Gold Glow Up to get your baby glimmering. California Gold Ceramic Wash and Wax leaves your car clean and glossy. Oh mama! Then California Gold Ceramic Paint Correction exfoliates your car's exterior, removing scratches and correcting unsightly blemishes. Finally, elevate your car's finish with California Gold Ceramic Spray Wax. That's ceramic made simple, baby, and it leaves your VIV with a liquidy, glossy shine.
I brought my van there last fall. It's like a brand new car. That place isn't a car wash, it's a car spa.
Yeah, brother. That's why we called it that. You care for your skin, so why not your car's skin? The paint. Treat your vehicle right and give it that mother's love, mother's polish. It's a spa for your car. Click the link below to learn more.
Now that we've beefed up these hogs, they're ready to hit the road.
The first leg of the journey will take us from Anchorage to Fairbanks. This will be our truck's first real test and show us what we're in for.
What are we doing, Zach? Oh my God, of course he cut someone off. Leave me no space. I don't even know where we're going.
All right, freeway driving with this thing. Gonna have to see what it can do. I'll be honest, it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel bad either. I also don't know how fast I'm going because my speedometer doesn't work.
How you doing in there, Zach?
I'm great in here. This is about the top speed that I got, but she's good.
45, that's it?
Let me drop it down into fourth, see if I got some more.
I didn't see a change at all.
So these clunkers top out at around 45 to 50 miles an hour. So wherever we're going slow. I did also notice this morning when we put on the different air cleaner that the engine moves quite a bit. It'll be interesting to see if it just falls off its mounts at some point.
All right, let's talk about the van. So the Dodge Caravan was probably one of the first minivans in the 90s from an American manufacturer. Being all-wheel drive, this thing could be a sick rally car, to be honest. And this thing is gonna take us the whole way there. You heard that? You heard that? Taking us the whole way there. Minivan, baby. The only problem is this window is open. So I'm gonna try and fix that. It's the second time the duct tape's come out. The van definitely has a few quirks, but for $800, I can deal with a broken window and some rubbing tires. It'll clearance itself eventually. It'll do it. We're just hoping nothing is catastrophically wrong with these vehicles. So that dinging you're hearing is my oil light coming on and off. That's not good. The last thing I want to do is run this thing low on oil. I was like, it's not the radio. I was messing with the dials and I turned it off and I hear dun 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 dun, like a seatbelt light. So either I have a huge oil leak or there's a sensor that's losing its freaking mind. I mean, I've got tons of oil. What do you think, Craig? So the good news is it just seems to be a bad sensor, but better safe than sorry.
So Justin thought my truck was gonna break first. And what do you know?
once we get out into the middle of nowhere, there won't be any auto parts stores to sell us extra oil. Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
DJ, I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought I recognized. I was like, there's no way.
So our plan is to go from Anchorage to Deadhorse.
It's a good turning radius.
Yeah. I cut it
Way to
this
take some
morning.
stuff out. I wouldn't do that too many times.
No.
And then that's the plow truck over there.
That's just the average car in Wasilla.
So
I
that's what
know.
was saying.
The tires are like new.
So none of y'all have been to Deadhorse?
Deadhorse, no.
So what do you guys think? You think we're gonna make it?
I think it'll be
Yeah?
I think it'll be close. I got
money
on the van.
You got money
Oh,
on the
come
van?
on, come on.
Yes. All right, so the road from Anchorage to Fairbanks is mostly just highway, if you even want to call it highway, but it is smooth tarmac. But this is a really good time to shake down our vehicles, figure out its problems. So Fairbanks is the farthest north that most people in Alaska have been. They never go past it. They say there's really no reason to unless you work on the pipeline or up in Deadhorse. So far, my car has been really good except for that oil light scare. I wonder how Zach feels about his.
My feet are starting to cramp up a little bit. Mainly because I'm at such an awkward angle in this car. Unfortunately, my wipers don't really do much. And that's about all I can see out of the front of this thing, so I keep clearing the side with a sock.
Hey Zach, do you have wipers?
Yeah, the wipers don't exactly help.
Hey Zach, do you have a radio?
Yeah, it looks like I do.
Have you tried it?
I don't want to risk it.
Might blow a fuse or something.
You don't even know what's holding this thing together.
Nor do you. So this is funny.
Justy, could you give me a little nudge from behind?
I don't know, you might be too high off the ground, but I'll try. I guess that diff isn't welded together like we thought. Already saving your ass.
That was sweet. I should have just gotten out and locked my front hubs. Well, that was f***ing sketchy. I just got totally sideways on that.
Yeah, turns out the roads aren't as clear as we had hoped.
Okay, so we have 193 miles left till Fairbanks, and the road has gotten significantly worse. Half of it is like this snow and ice mixture. The other half of it is like damp pavement.
Saving his ass yet again.
Night's falling, and to try and avoid an accident, we've stacked Justin's spare tires in the back of my truck to try and add some weight to the rear end so that it stays a little more planted. Okay, so with the tires in the rear, it does feel a little bit better. Honestly, the scariest part now is the fact that the truckers start to come out at this hour. Sharing the road with a bunch of 80,000-pound trucks is pretty nerve-wracking. God, here we go. More snow and ice, and I've got 2 semis coming at me. Please go straight. Please keep going straight.
It's absolutely amazing how fast the truckers blow through all this stuff. But we're on our way to Fairbanks. Sun's gone down. The beauty is disappearing from us. It's been good so far. I have a lot of confidence in these vehicles after this drive. How you feeling, Zach?
I feel good.
I'm a little tired. I'm just so comfortable that my body's like relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah. My back is cramping up good. Every time we hit a bump or a patch of ice, I tense up quite a bit. Oh my God, my heel. The heel of my foot. The pain that it's in. Do not ever tell Justin that I may have gotten the wrong car. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him the plow was worth it. You probably can't see much of it right now, but we are getting some snow. But I've just kind of hoping that all this snow doesn't go straight into my intake, is that would be very bad. I'm finding it hard to imagine how the Dalton Highway gets much harder than this.
That was sketchy. Did you see that? That was sideways for a second there.
It's no wonder why everyone we've asked if they've been to Deadhorse has said no. And look at us. Look at us. What were we thinking?
Oh boy.
Oh, every bone in my body hurts. Well, honestly, that was the first 350 miles of our road trip.
Dude, right. This was truly the easy part.
I put so much thought into would the car make it, and I really never thought about the question of would I physically make it driving this car? We didn't make it half. We haven't made it halfway. We haven't even made it halfway yet. And I'm going to do something that I won't undo until the end of the trip, which is I'm going to go ahead and just lock my hubs, because those will not come unlocked anytime soon. Anyways, that's the end of day one. Now it's day two. We're here. Let me get this for you, my friend. You think it's gonna start?
A cold morning presents a new challenge. Will our cars even start?
This may or may not end our whole trip. Oh. All right, that's good. Battery's not dead.
Battery's not dead.
Voila.
Fire's right up. All right, you wanna see if we can make it lucky on both starts? It smells a lot like gas. That's not necessarily a great sign.
Oh. Oh. There we go.
She lives.
All right, well, while you warm that up, I'm gonna go get some breakfast.
I took my first little victim of the day, Justin's badge. Okay, Justy. So, I've had a conversation with the locals this morning, long before you awoke from your deep slumber, and they told me that there's an entirely different way to get through town.
Is it called an ice bridge?
Not called an ice bridge. I guess it is kind of an ice bridge.
That's what the sign says.
Yeah, but it's actually a frozen river.
Oh.
You ever driven on water before?
In a boat.
But we have a layer of ice on top that we can drive over.
How much layer of ice?
Feet.
Oh.
Feet of ice.
You know what? I'll go first so that you don't break the ice. All right, so Zach is Mr. Confident. He has driven on ice before, but that thing is super heavy, and I don't want to risk him breaking the ice before I get on it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go first. I think I'm lighter, I think I have a better chance, and I don't really want to have to save his ass again, to be honest.
Hey, Justin, just before you go over this, remember to put down your driver's side window and leave your seatbelt off.
Well, I can do one of those things.
I love those tires on that van. That's sick.
How many people fall through this?
Last winter there was a snow machine, his snow machine fell through, but that was it. We haven't had no accidents. I always think about it. I don't walk across it though. People are brave.
The ice is gonna break.
This thing is doing incredible on the ice and snow. There's zero challenge for this thing.
Oh, not too bad. A little squirrely. This is fun. Hey, it's just like soft sand.
Oh, I hear lots of cracking. The ice is cracking under me. You know, when I told Justin that this was totally solid, I'm pretty sure it's totally solid, but they have had a relatively warm winter this year, so.
Why are you eating on the mic?
I'm not. I think it's the ice cracking.
All right, so where's the ramp out of here?
To your left, to your left, to your left.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Holy f***.
Justin just went in, Justin just went in. Justin just went in the ice.
God.
Crawl up the back of it. Crawl up the back of it.
Ugh.
Holy smokes. Everybody's out of the vehicles. We're good. The van's gone.
I didn't even get my phone.
Your phone's gone?
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
All right, so the van is down inside that hole right there. I'm good to go. I did get my bag out, so at least I'm not totally screwed. We're gonna have to see if we can get this van out, because obviously that's a hazard. It has a full tank of gas.
Craig's on the phone with the service right now trying to figure out what to do. I just wanted to clarify that everybody is safe.
We're safe. We're heading back to you right now.
They sing?
Oh my God.
Too?
Oh my God.
Oh, and that's when we realized it wasn't just us that fell into the ice. One of our production support vehicles also went in. Stay left, stay left.
That is literally insane. I cannot believe any of that just happened. Yeah, I mean, we're fine. I'm like, you realize they're sunk too. I know. We just lost a production truck. Thank God nobody's hurt, but I just can't. We literally just, holy
Mr. Chewing chips on the walkie, huh?
It's funny for a minute.
Take us the whole way there. Taking us the whole way there. Minivan, baby.
Good morning. So we're at the site of the crash. It's -4, -5 degrees. Today we're out here trying to get Justin's car out of the water. Craig is extremely excited about this whole thing. We are trying to figure out exactly how to get the car out of the water. And right now we have a team of divers assessing the situation. You're going in there, eh? Little morning soak.
Absolutely.
This is probably one of the most insane things I've ever watched. Like crane off of a bridge into semi-frozen water to pull out an $800 van.
This is the most craziest thing I've ever caused. Glad you talked me into it. Had to go first, didn't I?
A quick rundown of what's happening. The heavy wrecker is on top of the highway on the bridge right now. It's gonna suspend its crane over the edge of the bridge. It's gonna lower the line down. We have our divers in the water right now. They've secured a strap. They're gonna attach the wrecker to the van, and then they're gonna pull the van up through where we went in.
So one of the most impressive parts about all this is less than 24 hours, I fell in that hole right there and managed to jump out of it. And all of this has come together in that small amount of time. We have a wrecker, we have divers, we had the highway patrol, the road is closed.
Obviously we didn't plan this to happen. No. And the thing is like, we're going through all this effort to get it out because we don't want to just leave it here and leave other people to have to clean this up for us. As many have told us around here, this is the Alaskan spirit. And from what I've learned, when you live in the last frontier, goes wrong.
Really, it was thanks to a lot of the locals.
Amazing job.
That was all of us, man.
Incredible. Nice job, man.
Yeah, that's all three of these guys.
Do you think we're gonna be able to drive it to Deadhorse tomorrow?
Yeah, it's fine.
With our van out of the river, it's time to see just how bad the damage is.
Please join me as I unbox my frozen river van. Here's a camera. You know, I've had this duffel bag for over 10 years. All right, so here we are post frozen river. Lots of ice, lots of water. The wheels and tires look great. So someone will find use for those if they come off the car.
So, bad news. The van is cashed. There's no way this thing will make it to Deadhorse.
I got my bags out. They're ruined. No. Oh no. I forgot I had this. My girlfriend got me this book. Has my face on it. Damn.
But that's not gonna stop us. So Justin's riding shotgun, and we're gonna keep on trucking.
First, we got 250 miles today to get to Coldfoot.
And it's gonna be a long, cold drive. And this thing only has a 15.9 gallon tank. So luckily, Justin was able to get my fuel tanks out of the back of his van.
You're welcome.
And now we have some extra gas to make it all the way there.
I can't believe I have to ride in this piece of crap.
It's gonna be great, you're gonna like it. The other half of the key broke off into the ignition, which means I can start it with either half of this key, or I can just go ahead and take out my knife, and I can also start it with my knife. It's utility. I'll just put my other half key in the ignition for now.
I thought you were gonna clean up.
No, it's covering up a hole.
Oh my God, there's so many gloves.
Two big guys in a little car.
Do you even have a radio?
Nope. Get ready to listen to this all day.
Is it this loud the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Howdy, partner. Y'all need a ride anywhere? It's me and old Justy and trusty old Rusty.
So this is the last stop before we actually hit the Dalton Highway.
That's correct.
So we need to top off on fuel, gather any supplies that we can. It's properly named the Hilltop.
Headed up north? How do you think the roads are up there?
Roads are nice.
Yeah.
Okay, you might get some blow up on Beaver.
What's your biggest piece of advice?
Take your time around the corners. Slow down.
Slow. Better to go slow and safe than it is to charge into them.
Speed up the hill.
Yeah.
Try to get some whip up. We do about 80 climbing up.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, just spin. Let's shot.
See you up there, man. If you hear Red 40 over the radio, that's me. Sometimes my foot hits the gas and up the brake.
Just an FYI.
Jesus Christ.
I somehow feel like we just crossed a threshold. I kind of feel like we're like officially into the unknown. That is the last place that we'll see that invites us in and lets us pay for goods and services until we get to Coldfoot.
We're further north than most people that live in Alaska have ever been. Man, we've been through a lot already, and we're just getting there.
We're not even halfway.
We're not even halfway yet.
We pulled off for a second, and this is how slick those surfaces we're driving on. I mean, you can literally, you can skate across it. An important thing to note is that it's just gotten colder the further that we've gone. I think it's 4 degrees right now. Every like 10 miles we go, it drops another degree.
It's just getting colder and colder and colder. Our elevation is gaining more and more. The paved roads conditions have not gotten better. Hey, there it is.
Our highway.
Welcome to the James Dalton Highway.
Gateway to the Arctic, the road to Prudhoe Bay. We've been here, and now we go all the way up, and we land here tonight. Prudhoe Bay, where we're ending up, you can't even see it because it's covered in snow.
It's an accurate representation. This is it, buddy. We made it. We made it to the Dalton Highway, the northernmost highway in the United States. Yeah. And it's only here for one reason. The Dalton Highway is the backbone of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline, an 800-mile lifeline of crude oil from the Arctic Ocean to the mainland.
Without the pipeline, there would be no highway.
And without the highway, there would be no pipeline.
It was built in 1969, but the public didn't have access to it until 1994, mainly due to the unpredictable conditions and treacherous terrain. It's still considered one of the most dangerous roads in America, especially in the wintertime.
Oh, this road is really known for a lot of gravel, mud, potholes, and just rough terrain in general. But we're here in the winter, so that means we have ice and snow.
And we immediately see how tricky this road is going to be.
No, you might need to slow down. You might need help get out.
Whoa, what?
We went off the road for a second. We're in the snow. You might need to slow down. You might need help get out.
All right, so it seems our other production vehicle slid off the road a little bit and is now stuck in some snow, but we've turned around, which is not good.
Yeah, we have limited fuel, and luckily it sounds like everybody's okay. They're just off into a snowdrift back here.
The further north we go, the more valuable our time gets.
Hopefully we don't have too many more of these.
How'd he do that? Like, he tried to run off the mountain?
You definitely do not want to be on the side of the highway here doing this.
We need to move fast while the sun is out because we don't want to be trapped out here at night. We're also a few hundred miles from the nearest gas station, so every mile counts.
Just a quick update, we are at about 3/8 of a tank of gas.
It really is a balancing act of being fast and being cautious. You go too fast, and we run the risk of sliding off the road.
Holy shit.
Ooh, that's a bump.
Oh yeah. This thing doesn't necessarily handle bumps all that well, but I need to gain momentum to get up the hills, so I just have to hit the bumps pretty hard, just praying for what happens after that.
But go too slow, and the cold will catch us.
That whole tree is swallowed by nothing but snowdrift.
I was talking to the locals this morning.
Hold on. The last time we talked to locals, my car ended up in the river.
Yeah, well, this doesn't have to do with our cars. And this will be our first successful river crossing as well. Yeah. Apparently it's common folklore that if you pee off the bridge, it makes you a man. So, come on. Let's become men. You take that side over there, I'll take this side.
All right.
Justin, I've become a man. Woo. Oh no, I think I may be attached to the pole. All right, let's get off this bridge. Oh, this is terrifying, having a
semi-truck come at us.
while we were just peeing.
I feel like he's gonna move me around on the bridge.
He gave us some space.
It's actually a much wider bridge than I thought. And this thing is,
yeah.
it's all made out of wood too. It's literally just wood planks for a bridge. Wow.
We finally here, buddy.
Is this where we are?
That's where we are.
Holy hell.
Yep.
We're right here. And now we're almost to the Arctic Ocean. We're almost to Prudhoe Bay. This bad boy has got less than half the distance we started with to make it to Prudhoe Bay and prove that an $800 plow truck is your ideal road trip vehicle. Yeah, I wouldn't do this trip without you.
This bird is really not happy with us. Wish I had my van.
You somehow spoken to the squirrel that just came out of nowhere.
Whoa. Hey, bud. You want to come over here? You want a couple nuts? Holy hell. What the If you climb up my leg, I will launch you. No, 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 no. He's so quick with it. Oh, he's got his stash in there.
$35-mile-an-hour only means one thing. What? Civilization. I think we're finally here. I think we've made it to our third destination.
I see the 4 things I want: gas, food, lodging, cell phone service.
Coldfoot is the last civilization we'll see before the end of our trip. And civilization might even be a stretch. This place is basically a pit stop for the truckers who run the route and was built using leftover structures from Deadhorse and Fairbanks. It has a population of around 24 people. Why is it called Coldfoot? Well, this is where miners and other expeditionists got cold feet and turned around before making it all the way to Prudhoe Bay.
There's my guy. That's my guy from this morning. Randy.
Hey, what's up, guys? We made it.
We made it. You impressed with that thing?
Yes, I am. Okay, your next 2 big hills would be the Shelf and the Pass.
Yeah.
Don't play with them. And after that, you should be home free.
Yeah. Really?
You got 5 hours to get to Deadhorse from here.
From here, okay.
Well, I gotta make a U-turn.
All right.
Good luck.
See you, Randy.
Bye. Tonight?
He's just delivering stuff up here. Yeah. Dude, these guys are badasses. Today was full of very cold weather, icy roads, potholed roads, long roads, and tomorrow I think we just have even more of that plus really steep mountain passes. Tonight, our mission is to have some food, some cold beer, and to meet all 34 people that live in this town.
34.
Yeah, we're gonna count them by number.
Start the counter.
And by name.
Yep.
And we'll meet every single one of them.
1, 2. That's number 3. 4, maybe 5. We figured we would try to find all the residents of Coldfoot and document all of them.
We're 5 in so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all 20 of them work here.
Tomorrow is our last day of travel with this thing. And I think I'm gonna kind of miss driving it.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, last day that this old girl has to really perform for us. Luckily, it wasn't as cold as it could be. Come on, girl.
Come on, you can do it. Ooh, yeah. Ah, the trip's still on.
She never fails. If it's made it this far, I have faith that it'll make it the rest of the way. This thing likes the cold more than it likes warmer weather. So the thing that's been our saving grace up here is that this has an inline block heater, and it helps keep the oil warm so that it starts. Otherwise, we would have to start a little fire underneath the truck to get it hot, which thankfully we did not have to do. This has been our saving grace. So just unplug from here, and luckily every single place up here has a wall plug-in on the outside of like every hotel, so you can plug your vehicle in. They know you're gonna need it. But yeah, it's off to Deadhorse, and Craig is unbelievably excited to go with us. That is unbelievable.
Wow, it got beautiful quick.
Watching the sunrise come over these mountains is like, I don't even know if it's something I could have dreamed of. It's one of those things that like pictures just cannot do it justice. It's just something you have to see on your own. From somebody that just exited their 20s, spend your younger years traveling, see the rest of the world, do fun stuff, take risks. You can travel for cheaper than you think.
$800 does not go far these days, but $800 can get you far these days. All right, so we're coming up on Wiseman, which is an old mining town just north of Coldfoot. A lot of the equipment apparently is still there.
Yeah, one of the interesting things about any industry in these like rough and rural places is they'll haul all this stuff in. When the gig's up, when the job's over, they don't even bother trying to haul it back down. It's not worth it.
Right.
I know you thought I'd never use my plow, but... Plowing.
Wow, we're plowing.
We're making a road. Plow is plowing. You said I would never use this.
You know, honestly, I didn't think you ever would.
Widening out the road, Justy. I've never felt more like a working man in my life. Oh yeah. I will say this is burning up a lot of my fuel. My plow is not really working. It's not exactly going up. I don't think my hydraulics are working. We might be stuck with a plow for the rest of this trip. Let me see if I can straighten out my plow. Oh! I think I've straightened it out.
Oh, shit. I've stopped my vehicle.
Your battery cracked your, because it's not strapped down. So Zach had his plow angled to the right side so that he could plow and help these people on their road. But then the hydraulics wouldn't correct it. So he thought it was a great idea to just kind of hit a big snow mound over here, and it stalled the truck, and now it won't start.
I guess it's lucky we broke our coolant tank. It's not like we needed it out here.
And all his battery terminals.
Oh.
Take it out of gear, please.
Sorry.
So I just jiggled the cable and it started.
Yep.
So you're gonna need to duct tape that for sure.
Let's get some duct tape.
Try not to crash again.
I'm just trying to fix my coolant overflow tank so that I don't lose all my coolant. That's what you get for helping. The one person of Wiseman will thank me. This is my little Canon AE1. It's actually not mine. I bought it for my sweetheart, Rachel. But I've started taking it with me like pretty much everywhere on all the trips I go. It's a camera from like the 70s, I believe. Canon AE1, they're super easy to shoot on. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice to get little shots of this stuff while you're out. And there's kind of nothing better than having like film grain and film photos from all your trips and adventures. It's cool to remember them. I stayed up for many hours last night thinking about this shelf and the Adigan Pass. That trucker that I talked to said specifically not to mess with them.
We have two big hurdles left on this trip, and those are the shelf and the Adigan Pass.
Whoa.
You guys see what you're gonna be hitting up there?
Yes, sir, we do.
First up is the shelf, an icy switchback leading into the mountains. It's a steep incline divided by two devious turns, both of which are entirely iced over.
Oh my God. I don't know about this. So behind us is the shelf. And this is our first obstacle. And the biggest concern I have is that turn right in the middle. It is banked so that we can kind of keep a little bit more speed, but the problem is I don't know if I have enough gears to get around that corner and then keep going all the way up.
If anything, we put it in first gear and just drive up that bad boy.
Yeah, you're assuming that low gear works. If we end up in the way of one of these trucks, they're not stopping coming down this, and they can't stop going up it because they can't get turned around. Oh, come on, little truck. You can do this. You can do this. First gear, ping it off the rev limiter. Let it just go.
All right, guys, action.
Red 40's rolling, red 40's rolling. Come on, girl, come on. Hell yeah. Come on, you got this. Come on.
First gear, baby. First gear. All right, red 40 has hit the crest.
Red 40 is on top. Red 40 is on top.
I knew you could do it.
Oh my God. Dude, like a champ. I had faith in it the whole time, but it's scary.
Yeah, we didn't bog first gear, which is good. We're gonna hit the end of this thing. We got it. Wow. Wow. This is a whole different world, baby.
The shelf serves only as an omen for something much more treacherous to conquer. The Adigan Pass. A steep incline riddled with snow and ice.
This is by far the steepest pass that we go over. This is about a 12% grade at its maximum. And honestly, what makes it the hardest is that you have two turns right here, and up there is like a 90-degree bend, like it shifts you all the way back around. This is probably twice the length that the shelf was. The last thing I want to see is a truck coming down and another truck coming up behind me.
Just a heads up, that plow driver told us that this mountain is ready to have an avalanche at any point. He said it wants to come down.
So what do we do?
He said just get up and get out of here, don't stay here.
Copy that.
Red 40's rolling, foot to the floor. We got another truck coming up behind us. I'm already into second.
Here we go. In the first gear.
First gear already.
Avalanche area. Look at all that snow. That is a wall of soft snow.
Come on, girl. Come on, come on. piled up behind this truck. We got a lot of traffic coming up this right now. They killed all my momentum to get up here. If we lose any more momentum, we're toast. Come on, girl, just hang on, just hang on. This thing's just hanging on to first, trying to make it up. But I have zero momentum to carry me anymore because of this. Come on, little truck, come on. We're at the steepest part and I'm falling even more. He's going haywire.
Holy shit.
I can't believe she just made it up that.
I can't believe we just made it up either, especially lugging it.
We just went in with a plan to get up that, to have a clear shot, to build our momentum.
And the world said, F your plan, we got other plans. And we had to crawl up the entire hill, the whole thing.
That was so terrifying. I don't know how she keeps doing it, but Red 40 keeps trucking away. Now, we've got to go down and then Prudhoe Bay.
There's air coming through the firewall.
This is freezing.
We're getting a lot of air.
We thought we were on for the least interesting part of the trip, but it's -18 right now outside. And all of a sudden, Jess and I started noticing that our heat's not really doing anything anymore.
It's getting really cold in here. We don't know why. We're gonna figure it out.
It feels like a lot of cold is coming through the transfer case.
Remember all those gloves on the floor? Well, they're going back in. Anywhere I felt cold air under the dash, I just stuffed it with gloves. So maybe that's why they're on the floor. I don't know.
We've got less than 100 miles to Deadhorse, and this thing just needs to hang on till then.
Well, I'm worried about us. It's cold.
I'm worried about my back. We've just hit -20 degrees. Outside, it feels like -40 with the wind chill and everything. The real difference between -5 and -20 is that it starts hurting to breathe. Like you can feel it in your lungs when you breathe in.
I don't know about you, but I like breathing. Come on. There's so much draft down by my feet that I lost feeling in my toes. So I put these toe warmers on, and I've also wrapped my floorboard and my legs. None of this helps the truck, so at least I'll be able to make it. 40-something miles left to travel. I got my legs warm. It's like Alaska said, we can't beat you out, so we're gonna freeze you out. But I got my toes back, so I'm not going anywhere.
You know, I think the thing that I've found the most interesting on this entire trip is that for as harsh and unforgiving as Alaska is, the people are not. In Anchorage, people welcomed us, thought we were a little crazy for what we were gonna do. And then in Fairbanks, the people were equally as forgiving and kind, really displaying the Alaskan spirit. Truckers doing their long hauls talked to us, told us what to be careful of, and I would assume that when we get to Prudhoe Bay, it'll be a lot of the same. A lot of people that'll be pretty amazed by the fact that we got this little truck all the way up here.
There it is. We can actually see the finish line.
Boy, I think we did it.
Dude.
We made it into town. I can't believe we just did that.
We made it.
And we did it together.
Good driving, bro.
Oh my God. By the way, I have something for you. I figured if we made it, I'd give it to you. I peeled that off the morning before you sank it. She's here with us in spirit. We still made it together. Oh, come on. I do. Not going out without a fight. We made it. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Well, we did it. We dumped one car in the river and nearly lost another, but we made it to the Arctic Ocean. But when we got back to Fairbanks, there was a surprise waiting for us. A local shop took our van, and they actually fixed it.
You guys should have took this to Deadhorse, I'm just saying. She would have been good.
And that's when we realized it wasn't just our cars that got us here. It was the people of Alaska. They gave us the Alaskan spirit along the way, the tenacity and the resilience to keep going. And just as much as we owe this victory to them, we also owe it to you. So go out, buy an $800 car, grab friends, and make a few memories of your own. Because those are worth more than any wet van.
What try is this?
Try 3.
Try 3. All right.
And as a thanks for starting the van, we'll let our friends from Fairbanks close us out.
Oh, it's running! Yo! Yeah, bud. From bottom of the Chino River to Pierce Sonata to running again.